Alright, so I'm gonna film this and upload it because the first time I did it wasn't good enough. I had to refilm it. Anyways, I'm gonna smoke while I do this because I smoke weed all day. Anyways, so here's it goes. Where do you come from and where do you live now? I don't live anywhere. I'm nomadic. I'm from the United States of America. I grew up in North Dakota, but I've been living in Seattle for about like 7, 8 years. And then about 2.5 years ago, I decided to become nomadic and started traveling Europe and other parts of the world. I now split my time between Europe and Israel. I work for an Israeli firm as a consultant. Uh, and I'm currently actually, because of what I do, which is I'm a cannabis consultant, hence the cannabis. I'm in Swaziland or Eswatini. I came here to do a contract for a private client through my Israeli firm, and the lockdown ended up happening. Basically, I was staying at a hostel, and then like before you knew it, like all the Peace Corps and NGOs just started evacuating. I mean, I knew the virus was real and everything, but I wasn't really too sure like how quickly it was gonna get to Swaziland. It's pretty remote, but the problem is there's a lot of people that work between Swaziland and South Africa. The situation in my place. It's like 50% people that have no idea what's going on and don't care because they have no access to internet or like information other than like government radio, or they because the data is very expensive here, one of the most expensive in the world. So like half of the population doesn't know and doesn't care, or is getting like very bad word reference, and then probably maybe the other half would be more well off to do people that afford internet and keep up to date on current events. And they were treating it very seriously. Typical data, like, are people afraid? Yeah, I mean, people here are afraid to go to the doctor even before the quarantine because they think they'll die there. People are scared even worse now. I actually had just visited a clinic that ended up shutting down because one of the head physicians had gotten COVID. I don't think I caught it. I was sick for like 2 days, but I think that was more from drinking tainted water than anything else. But yeah, now that things have settled in for a few weeks, people are scared when you go into public. People want to stay away from each other and everything. It's very interesting. Social distancing and wiping your hands is very important, but yet nobody wears a face mask, even in the places they sell face masks, except for some pharmacists that are smart enough. Um Quarantine is definitely necessary, just with the really high level of like people with HIV and like compromised immune systems here. They're a lot more susceptible to it, and plus the only main like way to transit is like minibuses or mini taxis, which is actually just like a van that can fit anywhere from like 12 to 15 people, depending on how much they want to ride inside and not get in trouble. How do you deal with the fact that you live like you used to before? I live the same way I used to, anyways. I'm just smoking weed and working on my computer, to be honest. The only difference is like I'm in a rural area at the moment compared to like having access to hot water and like clean water and everything else. I mean, it's kind of just like extended camping for me at the moment, which I was in the military, and I've definitely like been to a lot of cannabis farms in America, which is pretty much the same status. Actually, I get better Wi-Fi or data than I do anywhere else, to be honest.